Good. Done. Welcome and good morning, everyone. Thank you for the introduction, Arne. So, my task here today, let me briefly show you who we are, what we offer, and how you can benefit from our services. I want to talk about consulting and projects at Mass to Market. At the same time, we have a team calling itself Consulting and Projects. I will come to this difference in a minute. But first, so you have already seen my deputy chief here on the stage, while Anja, Olga, Max, and Rashid faces you all can see in the audience. Some of you some of you know them already well from project meetings. The mission of the consulting project team is to help Mass to Market run projects successfully that increase our knowledge, make our products better, and help our clients achieve their goals. Project results support marketing, strengthen customer relationship, test software, convince customers, while also providing leads for product improvement and future growth opportunities. While this team is driven by consulting and projects, it does not mean our experts from around the company are not involved. We may also just be the ones organizing and connecting you with your needs. As application engineers, it's your application which is in our focus. That being said, all our services revolve around Geodict. It is the beating heart of all applications. It is the core functionality we utilize or adapt to suit your needs. Let's follow this circle a bit. Testing Geodict, the services of Mass to Market team showcase Geodict in an individual application workflow guided by our team. In an evaluation project, we analyze your requirements for digital material development and advise you comprehensively on the optimal Geodict configuration for a solution of your use case, your data, and your workflow. Further, we conduct R&D projects for you and are pursuing public research projects with international partners. Thanks to our expert engineers, we also master complex R&D projects. We support you as a project partner in industrial projects or in publicly funded international R&D corporations. Let us work together in the design of sustainable solutions for current and future challenges. Also, we can implement new features and workflows for your applications and goals. We plan and implement individual new developments, function extensions, or adaptations of Geodict for you, and gladly develop individualized automation machines to use Geodict efficiently and cost-saving. And last but not least, our developers can customize and automate Geodict to your needs. Not ready yet to run simulation yourself? No problem. We are all set to carry out service projects for you to deliver accurate results and conduct workshops to prepare you to continue in your Geodict journey. All of those four have one thing in common. Well, yes, they are using Geodict. But apart from that, it is consulting they utilize and from which their offer is based upon. So profit from our scientific consulting and support by our engineering experts. Count on the professional advice and support of the Mass to Market team for the implementation of individual solutions for digital material development, so whether new air filter, more powerful batteries, lighter chassis, or analysis of rock samples. Our experts help you finding the right digital solution with Geodict. Your point of contact from our business unit will gladly discuss any applications, but you can also directly contact us too. And those of you who are not here, there are demo stations right next door for hands-on experience as well as consultation hours with my team during the conference. I'll come back to that later on. But let's first have a look at some examples, some highlights from the last year. And of course, I'll start with those I can publicly talk about. So we have currently 4 public funded projects. And they are public funded, so I can freely talk about those. The oldest one, and currently nearing completion, is Digilaubi. You have seen them on the poster yesterday too, actually. A large consortium, you can see that on the right-hand side, is working on the design of light tanks, especially regarding life cycle and ecological aspects. So our task here, creating a digital twin of complex composites for washing machine development. Nevertheless, I could present more here, but we are We have a poster on that just behind the curtain, so you're invited to visit during the breaks if you will want to learn more. As you can see here, the second one is funded by the German Federal Ministry of Economic Affairs and Climate Action too. It approaches its latter part of its second year here, so there are some nice results shown on the posters next door too. In Alexem, the investigation was on electrostatic effects in filter media, especially particle separation in electret filters for better air filtration development. With our cooperation partners from the EUTEL lab, we combined numerical modeling with experimental measurements to provide you with a novel simulation tool for filter development with electrostatic effects. For more details, there will be a talk here in the plenum later on in the morning by Steffen Schumacher. Halftime is for our third project in this row, this time funded by the German Federal Ministry of Education and Research and focusing on AI-driven approaches. KI for material modeling tackles the development of an AI-based workflow using the example of fiber polymer composites. So AI is used to further improve segmentation even more. It closes the gap between 3D imaging techniques and syntactically generated geometry models based on statistical data from real structures, working closely with our partner from the Leibniz IWW in Kaiserslautern. More detail you can also find next door, this time with 2 posters being present. Last but not least, Delphine, the largest scale R&D project currently presented here, also funded by the German Federal Ministry of Education and Research. It also approaches half-time, but is running strong and improving BatteryDict by including a validated simulation tool model for all solid-state batteries. The consortium, together with Ulm University, the Justus Liebig University Gießen, and RJL Microanalytics, is eager to complete their beneficial task. Let me here interrupt shortly and talk about results from those projects. Public funded projects are a good tool for us to further research and development of new methods and approaches, including them into the heart I was talking about, into GeoDict. In some cases, you can find them in GeoDict core functionalities, but sometimes it is just an application of GeoDict tools. Let me highlight them. GeoApps we heard about yesterday already a bit. GeoApps are a powerful tool to automate, simplify, and extend GeoDict's range of capabilities. They offer a user-friendly interface adapted to the GeoDict UI, as well as standardized result files. By creating your own GeoApp, you can efficiently manage development workflows according to your needs, as we've also seen yesterday a bit. As part of several projects, we created customized workflows tailored to your needs with GeoApps. This way, we extended and customized GeoDict to automate and simplify complex workflows, while also seamlessly integrate them into GeoDict, while centrally controlling various functionalities from GeoDict modules, as well as adding individual functionality to the workflows through GeoPy and the complete functionality of the Python universe. Of course, not all projects will and can result in publicly available GeoApps, as well as most GeoApps have the motivation, not origin or roots, from outside of projects, but there are some nice intersection quantities. Let me show you 2 examples. One we teased last year is water condensation in the GDL. To improve material for optimal fuel cell efficiency, reliable simulations for all conditions are needed. Under certain conditions, water condenses directly in the gas diffusion layer, so there is a small app created here. If you're interested in this kind of application, please let us know and discuss this further then. And the second one, another one is the granular digital twin we also heard about yesterday. Motivation and initial idea came from different requests and projects. Goal is parameterized and automated digital twin creation for granular media. This example here, of also seen yesterday, is a sphere pack with which you can test the 2D to 3D aspect. Also not a fair comparison. The optimization runs on a single image of this 3D scan, and the geometric parameters in the table are used for the optimization. On the restarting 3D digital twin, the permeability is computed and compared with the referent and gets a nearly perfect match here. So after this short detour, let's come back to the examples. One example I can show you is from our esteemed client and partner OMV. In the last year, there had been combinations of R&D and development projects. Topic here was quantitative seismic interpretation for enhanced CO2 sequestration monitoring. First, we will require a representative digital rock structure of a consolidated rock, And of course, segmentation of the multi-mineral rocks to compute porosity, fluid saturation, bulk density, and so on. And then the idea is to simulate direction-dependent experiments to obtain the effective stiffness, for the goal to simulate seismic wave velocity and derived seismic parameters. One aspect here last year was regarding stiffness, to investigate the contact area between the different materials. This uses geodetic tools, including these in a new workflow and adapting grain contacts for better estimations of traveling velocities. Further aspects had been segmentation improvements, but on one part, Andrew Jones will give a talk in the afternoon today. Now we're getting closer to other projects and fields which I just cannot talk about. They're all confidential, more development projects whose existence I can tell you, as well as point you to some plenum talks. But as you can see, based on your demands and challenges, we implement new features and workflows for your applications and your goals. We work together and model and develop tools together. On another intersection, in case of service and evaluation projects, we analyzed your requirements for digital material development and advise you comprehensively on the optimal geodetic configuration for a solution of your use case with your data and your workflow. We're all set to carry out service projects for you to deliver accurate results, conduct workshops to prepare you to continue. And even so, most of these cases are confidential too. As you can see here, there's not even an example anymore. Let me give you the rough estimate of an example that we got scans, analyzed, segmented images for certain properties, presented how to obtain them in a joint session, and also showed and demonstrate on how to do that yourself. Of course, real scans, requested properties are all confidential here. So as you've seen, we at Master Market offer various ways to help you, guide you, consult you, and to carry out various projects for you. We offer comprehensive services on the topic of digital solutions in the area of material research and development. And the motivated team of highly qualified employees supports you in the realization of your ideas. Of course, the list behind me isn't complete. There's plenty of room to accommodate you too. So let me summarize. With its geodetic software, Master Market is one of the leading providers of digital solutions in the field of material analysis, research, and development. Reach out and benefit from the customized services provided by our expert team of mathematicians, physicists, chemists, geologists, engineers, computer scientists, and more. We work intensively with research departments worldwide on future relevant topics in materials research and development. Take advantage of our technical expertise and many years of experience to test your own ideas in an R&D project and shape the materials of tomorrow with GeoDict. Let us help you achieve your goals by using GeoDict better. And if you want to speak with us here at the conference, catch us if you can, but we're also available during consultation time at the demonstration during lunchtime. Thank you very much for your attention.